Nathaniel Hawthorne was one of America's greatest writers. Who was he? You're about to find out. Nathaniel Hawthorne was born on July 4th, 1804, in Salem, Massachusetts. At the age of 4, his father died, and his mother went into a depression. Later on, Nathaniel and his mother moved to her parents, which Hawthorne referred to as Castle Dismal. Hawthorne's uncle, Robert Manning, insisted, despite Hawthorne's protest, that the boy must go to college. Hawthorne attended Bowdoin College in Brunswick, Maine, in 1821, along with fellow poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, future American President Franklin Pierce, and future naval reformer Horatio Bridge. Now, Hawthorne wasn't just interested in doing any traditional profession. He's already written some of his own short stories and had many published in magazines. Hawthorne's first novel, Fanshawe, was based on his college life. Though Longfellow and Poe were giving good reviews on his works, writing was not a lucrative pursuit, so Hawthorne worked at the Salem Custom House to augment his income. In 1842, Hawthorne became friends with transcendentalists like Ralph Waldo Emerson and Henry David Thoreau. His book, The Scarlet Letter, was based on the ideas of transcendentalism. He married a Sophia Peabody and stayed at Brook Farms for a short time. His adventures there would prove to be an inspiration for his novel, The Blithedale Romance. Hawthorne was unable to earn a living as a writer, and in 1846 he was appointed surveyor of the Port of Salem. Once he wrote to his friend Henry Longfellow, "I have locked myself in a dungeon, and I cannot find the key to get out." He worked there for 3 years until he was fired. In 1852, Hawthorne bought his home, the Wayside, where his friends, the Alcotts, had once lived. In 1853, the Hawthorne family set sail for Liverpool, England, where Nathaniel was serving as the U.S. consul, appointed by his friend, President Franklin Pierce. They traveled throughout Europe and lived for a time in France and Italy. Nathaniel Hawthorne died on May 19, 1864. Hawthorne lies buried on Author's Ridge in Sleepy Hollow Cemetery in Concord, Massachusetts, among his many friends, including the Alcotts, Emerson, and Thoreau. Here's some extra information for you. The lingering guilt Hawthorne felt from his great-grandfather being the judge of the Salem witch trials provided a theme for many of his stories, including The House of Seven Gables. It also gave him a reason to disassociate himself from him by adding a W to his last name, which is why you see Hawthorne instead of Hathorne. The House of Seven Gables was a story based on the legend of a curse pronounced on Hawthorne's own family by a woman who was condemned to death during the Salem witchcraft trials by his great-grandfather. Falling ill, Hawthorne insisted on a recuperative trip with his friend Franklin Pierce. While on tour of the White Mountains, Hawthorne died in his sleep. He is a very, very dark romantic writer.